Hi, welcome to Grateful Rescue TV. I'm Pamela Terhune and I'm here with Katie Wolf from Muncie Animal Care and Services, the superintendent of the wonderful place that saves lots of animals every day. And we want to welcome you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we have Lucky. Lucky has, we got Lucky from the Muncie Animal Care and Services one day whenever we were here to pick up another dog. And Katie saved his life, handed him to me, and here he is today.
He is just the sweetest little boy. So unfortunately, if you guys see Pam's posts, you'll know about Lucky. Lucky came to us. He was attacked, unfortunately, which does happen to little guys. They get loose and they look yummy. And his owner, unfortunately, didn't have the resources to be able to save him. So she brought him to us. A long time ago, the city shelter did provide euthanasia for the public. But we have been proudly no-kill since 2017. So you know, we were just very lucky that you were here in the building. You would have been my first call anyway. But we couldn't let anything bad happen to this little guy. He's got way too much life left in him.
We took Lucky and we rushed him to the Red Key Veterinary Clinic to see if he could be saved. When we unwrapped him from his blanket, we discovered multiple bite wounds, a black and blue belly, and his back legs were stiff and rigid. Dr. Zach was immediately concerned that his spine had been broken, but when he pinched Lucky's feet, he reacted. That gave us hope. He was dehydrated, running a high fever, and his wounds had been infected. So we kept him for the night at the hospital, receiving fluids and antibiotics, and then he began to feel better. So we brought him back to the sanctuary. A few days later, he began to walk. Dr. Zach named him Lucky because he was lucky to have survived. Well, we appreciate you so much. I know that I've just several times I've been in here, and you've saved so many dogs, and kudos to your animal control, because they,
you know, and that's who it all goes to. You know, I'm very blessed that I get to stand at the helm of this ship, but everyone knows a ship doesn't move on its own.
Right.
You know, if I did not have the staff that I do, we couldn't do all the things that we're able to for the animals.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a crew that loves what they do, and they're here for the love.
And they're wonderful. And they go to people's homes and save animals that are in bad situations as well.
Yes.
I think that's wonderful.
You know, I refer to my staff very much as first responders.
Yep, they are.
Because you can't always wait for police to not be on a call.
Right.
You know, so we get out there, we do everything that we can to triage the situation, and, you know, if we can come to a resolution before police ever get there, that's a good day.
Yeah.
You know, that's a great day.
Well, you've saved many lives, and Patty's dog Harry included, and we'll be doing a story on that again, too.
Yes.
And so I just can't thank you enough, and we love this little guy. He's got his own little fan club. And back here in the background, we have Christian. Look at this little sweetheart.
Yes, Christian has been here with us for a little bit. He did get a little sick, which, you know, happens with animals. He has two sisters who have been adopted, but because he was sick, he had to wait for a little bit to be neutered. So that will be happening next week. So he will be available right at Christmas time. Hi, buddy.
Well, thank you, Katie, so much for everything. We appreciate you. It's so nice having shelters you can work with and give each other
rescues.
stuff. Yeah.
You know, rescues that will say, I know you can't. What can we do?
Right.
You know, we're very fortunate to have you guys so close.
Well, thank you. We're in this together, shoulder to shoulder.
That's right. Paw to paw, huh?
Paw to paw.
Pups getting pedicures and photos with a purpose. We're celebrating the holidays at Good Old Dogs in Muncie, Indiana.
Ashley Conkle and her husband Zach has been helping Grateful Rescue whenever they can. They invited their community to come celebrate Grateful and Christmas in a special way.
We are having an event today to help raise some money for Grateful Rescue. We are doing nail trims, and 50% of the profits go to Grateful Rescue. And then we also have a photo booth that we can do Christmas photos, you can do family photos, or you can do just photos of your dogs, and it's $10 for one pose or $20 for 3 poses. And we have a professional photographer for that.
We're at the Good Old Dogs Grooming, and they're one of our special groomers who always call us whenever we get a dog in that might be really matted and in bad shape. They immediately stepped up and said, we'll take care of your dogs. They won't even take a tip. They come and groom our dogs for free, and as a service to Grateful Rescue. So we appreciate them so much. Well, they're very good with dogs, and they're very gentle. So what they can expect when they come is loving hands to hold their dog or cat, and they will bring them over here to this little spot and take some photos. And they're very good at it. I mean, it only takes a second.
The photographer is actually my brother. And so that's why we were able to get this set up so easily. And we just have the photo booth set up in the detached garage next to our groom shop.
William, a seasoned photographer, used his finesse to get these great snaps. Spreading the Christmas cheer and love of animals is what he loves to do.
I love animals. I love to be able to help out my sister in any way that I can. So I decided to set up a shop right here, take some pictures. And it turned out to be a really good thing for them to offer to their clients. I've been a photographer for going on 20 years, and it just kind of made sense. I know back in my previous days, we've had different things that I've worked several places, and we'll have different events where people come in and get their picture taken with a NASCAR or something like that. And I was like, well, dogs just got their fur trimmed and their nails clipped. Let's take pictures of them when they're at their best state. So we started out with fall pictures, and I got some really good fall / Thanksgiving pictures. Then we've transitioned into Christmas.
You're probably wondering how to get your pups photos as good as these. Well, William has a little bit of advice.
It really starts at home, and that really starts with good training. If a dog is treat motivated, that makes it really easy to get good pictures of them. The best way is to just get them calm, set down, nice and calm in one spot, and then get them to get their attention focused elsewhere. And then the very best number one thing is to have a really good crew to help you do it. I couldn't get the pictures that I take without Ashley and Zach, because they do all the stuff with the dogs. They keep the dogs still. They get behind me and will actually, hey, squeak the toy or squeak the little pig and make the noises. And that's what gives us the opportunity to get those good pictures of the dog looking right at the camera.
Once your pup's nails are trimmed and the photo is taken, you know that you've given back to the community. Not only to a small business like Good Old Dogs in Muncie, but at their event today, you are helping even more pets in need.
We use grooming as our business, yes, but it's also, we want to do it to help dogs. I've been in the grooming industry for over 20 years. My husband, Zach, he started working with me about 5 years ago. We decided to open up our own salon so we can keep doing and do more of what we want to do. And we opened full-time here in August. Good Old Dogs, we named it that because with our initials, it is God. It keeps God in everything we do. So, and that's what we want to do. And God says to help those who need help. And so that's what we're trying to do.
Well, I appreciate Good Old Dogs because I think that whenever they have a mission to give to the community, I hope that everybody will support them, and I know we always will, and bring their animals here and maybe give them a little more business. They are just getting up and started. They've got a pretty full card, but they are still accepting new clients. So go to Good Old Dogs.
For Grateful Rescue TV, I'm Adam Byers-Dunn.
Hey everyone, I hope you're having a beautiful day. I can't tell you how many rescues and shelters I have been to where I've seen the most beautiful, amazing dogs that were completely overlooked simply because of their appearance. Wall, Greater Good Charities and the Animal Rescue Site have teamed up for their 12th annual Dirty Dogs Contest. With the help of Wall's Grooming Supplies, the shelters gave their most deserving dogs incredible makeovers. 10 of these transformations have been chosen as finalists. And presenting the top 10 shelter dog makeovers in America. Now, the shelters with the top 3 dogs you select will be awarded grant money to help them continue their efforts. Just visit dirtydogscontest.com.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
We are here with Dr. Zach Wasson of Red Key Veterinary, and today we are going to talk about dental health. And Zach, you know that we've had a couple dogs that's come through with, like Ollie from the puppy mill, who had such bad dental health that it can be even deadly. What exactly is dental health?
Yeah, so thankfully it's conditions like Ollie's are rare, but they absolutely can happen. Dental disease in our pets, in dogs and cats, actually is a very prevalent thing that they deal with because there's all kinds of individuals. It's just like in people, some dogs and cats have worse teeth than other individuals, but dogs and cats actually have the same type of teeth as what people do. They're called brachiodontic teeth, and that just means the enamels on the outside of them. The mouth has bacteria in it. Bacteria can form a biofilm, which eventually leads to plaque formation, or the brown stuff that you see on the teeth. And animals get that built up, and so do people. And so there are obviously some differences here and there, but the basic principle really is that we need to pay attention to the animals' mouths as well sometimes, especially with our house pets who, because we take such good care of them, they live for so long that then things like this tend to show up in their elderly ages where it may not seem like much of a problem at the beginning. So. And
what are some of the complications that happen if you don't manage your dental care?
Yeah, so such in the case like with Ollie, his situation, he was neglected badly for so long. He was sick. He had a horrible mouth infection, which was, you don't normally see that in
just your normal pets, but because of the situation he was in, which we're familiar with, he had such a severe infection that it wasn't just in the mouth anymore. He had bacteria that had entered his bloodstream, and then it led to a condition called septic shock, to where he, unfortunately, we weren't able to keep him stable, and he, passed away post-operatively from the dental, and his teeth were to the point where we weren't doing a dental cleaning. Those teeth were just falling out.
They needed to go.
Yeah, but that was where he just, had so many issues with that. And so just like in people, if you have a mild heart murmur or something where there's a valve on your heart that is having some turbulence because of irregular blood flow, bacteria that are reaching the bloodstream can start to live on that valve and cause endocarditis that can cause all kinds of other issues that are very serious and deadly. Sinus infections, just general, compromised health just because of having an infection in the mouth. It just doesn't end there. And so if left unchecked, dental disease can become very serious.
Oh gosh. So if some of the viewers haven't started a dental program but are swayed to now, how do they get started on that?
So the biggest thing what we try to talk to at our practice is, and this is something that every viewer should, have a good relationship with their regular vet. And we make recommendations on especially when they're younger, when the pets are younger, to start doing things for maintenance, just brushing their teeth if they'll let you. That's the caveat there, is if they'll let you. But training them when they're young to accept it and make it a positive thing is good. But those are just that's the idea there, is that to do some amount of maintenance, whether it's brushing the teeth or using some kind of dental product, dental chew, dental additives on the food or in the water, there's a host of different options, and really talking to your veterinarian is really the place to start to try to see what would work best for you and your pet.
And they'll set up a plan.
Yeah, just talk about, because it's really, your dentist tells you to do what? Brush your teeth twice a day, go to the dentist twice a year, and it's at home on a daily, weekly basis of doing something for maintenance to help maintain healthy teeth. And no, your young puppy may not have a problem with dental disease, but training them to let you mess with their mouth and do those things, it's not easy to start when they're 6.
Right.
You want to start young.
Yeah, and they get into a routine and accept it after that.
Exactly. Yeah, it all comes with training, really.
So there you go. Make an appointment, and your pet will smile brightly.
Continuing with Grateful Rescue TV, and here at the Skyline Club, we're going to talk about what it takes to get a rescue dog ready for a home. It's not easy. You know that very well.
It's not easy, Patty. In fact, some dogs are never ready. That's where the sanctuary part of the rescue comes in.
Okay.
And a sanctuary dog is a dog that is not adoptable, and they spend their life in safety at the rescue.
Wow.
And they live it out. And we have a very special sanctuary dog named Blossom.
Oh, what a wonderful name.
Oh, the reason I named her Blossom is because I'm looking forward to watching her blossom. And she has blossomed quite a bit.
Oh.
She's got a ways to go,
But
we'll watch her special story. Meet Blossom, a sanctuary dog at Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary. Blossom was listed on a euthanasia list at an Indianapolis shelter because she was literally paralyzed in fear. So paralyzed, in fact, that Indianapolis Animal Control thought she had been hit by a car. She could not move when they found her at the house where she had been reported as having been sitting in the same place for 2 days. When we brought Blossom to Grateful, she was terrified and would not come out of her crate. In fact, I had to go inside her crate and lift her out whenever I wanted to take her on a walk. She was so terrified that she would crawl on her belly frantically. All she could think about was getting back inside to her crate. Never thinking of relieving herself or enjoying the outdoors, she was full of fear. So I decided to get rid of her crate and bring her inside with me so she would be forced to interact with people and other animals. Blossom began to slowly blossom. She started bonding with me and a couple of our other dogs, Cricket and Alpine. Although she is blossoming, she still remains frightened of other people she knows. Even though she knows she is safe and loved by other members of the household, she retreats to her bed, albeit wagging her tail, but she is still afraid and unsure. So Blossom will remain here at Grateful, likely for the rest of her life, because she finally feels safe and loved, and we just can't see her going anywhere else at this point. Sometimes a sanctuary dog does thrive enough that they are able to move on to a new home, but until that happens, they remain safe and loved here at Grateful for as long as it takes, even if it takes forever. We are here. We're so proud to be the recipient of the Charity Classic this year. Grateful Rescue has been chosen by the fabulous Skyline Club in Indianapolis, and one of our board members, as well as the general manager of Skyline Club, Jeff Markowitz.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. We're so honored.
This is our 16th year, so Club Corp, all of our clubs invited, all of our clubs participate in the Club Corp Charity Classic. So every year we pick a local charity, and this year we picked Grateful Rescue, and 70% of tonight's proceeds go towards Grateful Rescue, and 30% goes through to the Employee Partner Care Foundation.
You've got lots going on today. What is it you hope to accomplish by the charity?
Well, we're hoping to make more money for our capital campaign.
Right.
You know, we're getting ready to start breaking ground soon, and so tonight's proceeds go to that.
And something else we want to do here. Portion of the proceeds from my book, The Dog Who Saved My Life, go to rescues and shelters and Pamela, the Grateful Rescue.
I've read this 3 times, Patty.
3 times?
3 times. I can't get enough.
Oh
You
my
will
gosh.
too. Buy the book.
So go to our website and you can find more about this book and more about me, told with some humor and some honesty, okay?
It's a beautiful story.
It's a beautiful story.
And she's a beautiful woman.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Thank you so much.
If anyone, I know Stewie and Harry are here with Patty, and so it's going to be a really fun event. Great dinner, great spread, and hopefully we raise a lot of money.
This is the Wall of Gratitude. And how you do this, how this works is you choose a number between 1 and 200, and you donate that money, that number in amount of money, and if they're all filled, it will raise over $20,000. It means so much to me, Jeff. This is such a beautiful, wonderful place, and an animal lovers, and I'm humbled to the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're building a place where homeless animals find forever homes. A place where people connect with animals in a beautiful park. A place that brings people and pets together, building lifelong bonds. That place is the Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary, a proud partner with Best Friends Animal Society.
Andrew, will you read me a story? Oh yeah, let's watch Faith's Book Nook.
Grateful Rescue presents Faith's Book Nook. Watch dozens of storytelling videos right now at gratefulrescue.org.
When we arrived on the scene, I would run towards the fire, barking at the men to hurry up with their hoses of water.
I can watch it as a bedtime story, or anytime I want to learn about animals.
Thank you for joining us tonight for tonight's book reading, and thank you for supporting Grateful Rescue.
I'll lend you my daddy. I'm sure you'll agree. Now that he's home, he belongs just to me.
Celebrities and pet lovers of all ages read their favorite books about animals.
This is First Dog Henry Holcomb, and we have a story for you. Apparently it smells good.
Storytime is anytime at Faith's Book Nook.
Watch Book Nook anytime on your laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Faith's Book Nook right now at gratefulrescue.org.
Patty, I can't thank you enough for joining us. And you too, Stewie.
There
What
you go.
What a pleasure.
Thank
You're
you.
such a dear friend.
You do such wonderful work. I'm so proud of you.
It's all
Thank
about
you.
finding the right person, right?
It's all that connection. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us at Grateful Rescue TV. If you'd like to learn more about Grateful Rescue, please visit gratefulrescue.org.
Gratefulrescue.org.
The book is called Kissy the Cat and the Night Before Christmas by Nicola Joshua. It was the night before Christmas at the Smith's house. Kissy was playing with a toy mouse. The family was preparing for a grand Christmas day. This one would be special in a very magical way. Mom had finished cooking a Christmas feast. You could smell the homemade rolls made with flour and yeast. The family decorated the tree with care, knowing that Santa was coming and soon would be there. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, everyone sprang from the house to see what was the matter. Up on the roof, what did the family see? Santa Claus helping a wiggly Kissy. She had gotten out of the house and was stuck on the roof. Ho, 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 said Santa as he helped Kissy get unloose. She was tangled in lights from her head to her feet. Santa unwrapped and untangled, and then Kissy was free. And laying a finger aside of his nose, Santa leaped from the roof with Kissy very close. Santa gave Kissy to the girls who looked at him with delight, then said, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Santa flew away on his red sled with reindeer. The family looked on and gave a holiday cheer. Thank you, Kissy, for bringing Santa our way. This has been the best Christmas holiday.